Believe it or not, these are dinosaur tracks. This is some of the scariest wind I've ever encountered on a mountain. On this episode, I tackle one of the more unpopular summits in eastern Colorado that has dinosaur footprints embedded along the trail. A sketchy summit scramble, along with gale force winds, makes for an unforgettable adventure. Picking up from the previous episode, I left Delicate Arch in Utah and headed over to Colorado, where I'd be blessed with an incredible sunset as I pulled into the mountain town of Ouray. After a short 5-minute walk, I made it just in time for sunset at Cascade Falls. Good morning. Today I'm in beautiful Ouray, Colorado. I'm going to be doing the Twin Peaks and Sister Peaks, a double bagger. It's a really steep trail. This town is absolutely beautiful. It's surrounded by these huge mountains. So this one is one that looms over top and is quite remarkable. So let's go. Believe it or not, this trail goes up the right side of this steep rock wall before switchbacking over to the left side and heading up to the peak you can just barely see far in the distant background. This hike starts right off a side road in the town of Ouray, raising 3,346 feet across 7.17 miles to a max elevation of just over 10,700 feet at the summit. So fresh bear poop on the trail just back there. There's one other person up here I know for sure, because the trail runner came up before me. So maybe he'll be the bear bait. I did read in one of the reviews that there was a mother cougar and a baby cougar up here 2 weeks ago. He's a small guy, but hopefully he's big enough to feed them both. Made it. It's the summit. So I've got some very important information of this trail I have to share with you. It's not because I'm breathing heavy and have the lung capacity of a frightened wombat. It's this trail is very, very steep at the start. It doesn't look like you can go up this trail. You drive up to the parking lot, you're like just looking at a rock wall, but yeah, you can go up here. With that said, this is the new trail. This is the Silver Shield Trail, and the other side is the Old Creek. Doing some research, Old Creek Trail is all washed out. There's sections, where you're missing the footing of the trail. It's gone and it drops off hundreds of feet. So for this reason, that's why this is the new trail. So, okay, I think I can breathe again. Let's go. How in Sam Hill did they build houses up there? see right there, the biggest deer I've ever seen in my life. That thing jumped 10 feet in the air over some of those logs. Weeping Larry's jumping again. Dang it. They said on the ad it was 2 bed, 1 bath with a roof. So this was a tin roof old cabin. Looked pretty big too. That's more than the 2 bedroom. That's got to be at least a 3. This trail has become too skinny and too steep to use a tripod. Something's chirping over there. I don't know what that is. Let me know in the comments below if you know what that is. All I know is cougars don't sound like cougars. So they can make a weird chirping noise like that. And the volume on that, just check, make sure no one's following me here. The volume on that is substantial. I know birds can be loud, but I can feel the power behind that. That's a loud call, whatever that is. Hopefully it's not a kitty cat. So I'm standing among something absolutely incredible. Believe it or not, these are dinosaur tracks. And the reason I think this is cleared out is because a local geologist found out about this, and I think they've been clearing this out to uncover the dinosaur tracks. Don't quote me on that, but you can't really see it, so let's take a look from the air. See, they're pretty deep. They're really deep.
Dating back to the late Jurassic period around 150 million years ago, it's believed these footprints come from either a long-necked sauropod or a meat-eating theropod, 2 dinosaurs that lived in the region during this time.
So we look how big these are. Like, that's a pretty big footstep. I don't know what kind of dinosaur that is. I just checked the map and it didn't look like that was the objective because it's a big wall, but that is. Apparently you go this way and then up. So unfortunately I got attacked by a branch. I do have a sewing kit in my car to fix that. I mean, it was a cougar, a big one, real big muscular cougar. Jumped out of a tree, got my leg, ran away. It was, oof. I was attacked by a branch. It was a branch. I'm moving real slow right now. This is the highest I've ever been, except maybe Vail. I went skiing as a kid, so I don't know if that mountain's any higher, but this is definitely the highest I've ever hiked, highest altitude. I'm gassed. Like I said at the beginning, I've got the lungs of a frightened wombat. Oh. I was really curious how we're gonna get on top of that rock, because it was just a big wall, and you can see the trail just kind of goes up there. It looks all right. Just another minute. The alarm just went off in town. Every day at noon, a big alarm goes off for some weird reason. And it's actually helpful here because I know it's exactly noon right now, and I started at like 9:40, so it's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. Oh, the altitude is real. Altitude is real. You can see that rock cliff edge isn't looking so high up now. I've ascended exactly 2,400 feet. The meter is 950, so it's 500 or 600 to the top. Oh, cut. Oh. So there's a guy there who just blew his nose and scared the daylights out of me. Hey there. Thanks. Alright, so I'm at the final summit block of Old Twin Peak. Very chunky, exposed. I can definitely get up to the block. We'll see if I can get up there. If not, it's fine. I don't need to stand on the rock to feel like a champion. Gotta do what you're comfortable with, and I'm starting to get a bit nervous, but this part is okay here. You got this. Not too bad. Not too bad. Got this. Oh, flies. Looks like poop on the ground.
That heavy breathing is me decompressing after the stressful scramble.
Well, I made it. That was right at the edge of my scrambling limit. There's a straight down drop there behind me. There's just one area is like kind of, I can get down this. So I'm not climbing over here. I'm not even gonna look over this. I'll just let my drone look over there. So, yeah, summit. So this is gonna count as my summit shot because I can't set up a tripod up here. Go back down the same way. No shame in the butt scooch. Yep. This is good. Nice flat ground here. Plant. And we're gonna make sure I don't have left up there. I'm not coming back up here. Good, we're off the summit block. Most of it. Yeah, this has to be down climbed, and when so I'll just point out right there, that's where my foot has to go. I made it sure to pay attention to this when it came up. So much gear, I can't see anything. I got down. Oh, I'm proud of myself. I didn't think I was gonna get up there, but I was just like, let's just take a look. And it was just right at that level. I can do it. I know I got the skill. I just gotta calm my nerves and get up there. Unfortunately, I only got the one drone shot. It had a warning saying you're above altitude, blah blah blah. I flew it backwards behind me there. Kind of took the risk if it crashed there, you'd be in the woods somewhere, not over the huge opening. So let's see if we can get down further and get some better shots. And then here's a look from the bottom. Yeah, it's a little spicy, a little spicy. I'm gonna go back down to the sister peak, and that's when I'm actually gonna sit and have some food and water and get the rest of my shots I need, because there's like nowhere to sit up here. It's just so steep. Everything's steep. When you approach this spot, this turn right here is pretty darn scary. It just drops straight off. There is a side trail here, which I'm going to take, because that side's not fun. And at the bottom of this trail, you see you pop out here, and this is where that trail is. So just to show you, like it's not much, and it's really not bad, but like it is high consequence, high exposure here. Someone wrote on one of the comments on All Trails that the last section was too like steep for them to do, and so they didn't get quite on top of the summit block. And I didn't know what to expect, and now I know. Yeah, it's right on the edge of my limits, so definitely don't push yourself up there, because to get down, you know, it's harder. So that's a pretty scary one. It is quite safe though. It's very stair-steppy. You can butt scooch down. It's not bad. It's just there's a lot of like little straight down drop-offs all over that thing. So it's visually intimidating. Oh, slept twice now, being honest.
Now normally I'd end the episode there, but I want to take you a bit behind the scenes to show you what I do to get shots for these videos. The hardest shot of any video I ever get is the summit shot if I'm using a drone. I often go up and get my drone shot first, just in case strong winds show up.
The weather has turned to gale force winds, which is not good for my drone. I just need like 3 minutes to get these shots. Whoa!
I was lucky to get this shot on top of Twin Peaks, as the wind gust started halfway through doing this flight. I came down to Sister Peak and the winds got absolutely crazy.
I just barely got that shot, and I could hear the wind roaring. It roars first over there, and so I was desperately just trying to like bring the drone down as fast as possible, and then as soon as it got to me, it started blowing around. I had to reach up and grab it out of the air. You can flip it over and it turns it off. So the problem with that is if it hits your fingers, you will slice your fingers up really badly. So anything for the shot. Man, it's insane up here.
After almost 2 hours of timing the wind pattern and waiting for tiny breaks in the gusts, I was able to get 3 shots, the 2 previous and this one. To me though, that's worth it, as these are some of the best shots I have in this episode.
It's starting to feel kind of dangerous. The wind appears to be getting worse. Oh my god, brace for impact. Holy crap. Some of these wind gusts are just like, I'm bracing so I don't fly off the mountain here. Luckily it's pushing me this way into these trees and not down that slope. I got a couple shots I wanted, but there's one main one I didn't get. I wanted a big circling shot around me standing at the sister, and it was too much of a risk. Those wind gusts would just blow the drone right out of the sky. So I was struggling to stay on my feet there. So the main thing is though, at least I got the one sitting on top of the big block at the top. I got back down in the car here. Yeah, this was a tiring one. The wind up there was so challenging. I ended up spending about 2 hours waiting for the wind. I got a couple little 30-second windows to get those shots in the air. And it's jumping deer, big mountains, a really scary summit block scramble that kind of really got my heart going. This hike kind of had everything: big mountain, a lot of vert, and I think it's the highest mountain I've ever hiked. And I'm standing here getting changed. Look at this. This looks like giant deer with his big horns growing in.
Hello. Hello.
Just there's two of them there. Be sure to subscribe. My doors are shutting on their own because the wind is so strong here. If you want to support me aside from liking the video or ringing that notification bell, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/davidhiking. Every dollar there goes into producing more videos. There's no Lamborghinis, so just my carbuncle. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.